That's 2 women and 3 kids on one scooter going away right there. Pretty impressive. That is a middle-aged woman with what looks like a bright pink Brad's handbag. This is what I see all the time. It's an amazing thing. The following short clip is a list of stores on a map that was out in public. I swear, as the Lord is my witness, it is graphic language, so don't let the kids see. I'm not sure I want to visit this store. One of the really big perks of my school is that I found out after I got here that there's a really relaxed dress code. I can't wear sandals, I can't wear shorts, and that's about it. So today I went in a t-shirt and my Nikes and just some casual pants, but I could wear jeans if I want to work. So for any prospective teachers out there, make sure you ask your employer or your school what the dress code is, because I only brought 1 pair of jeans. I wish I would have brought about 7. I would wear them every day if I had my choice. So these are computer cards, and we have to give multiple choice tests, 10-question tests every week. And just to give you an idea of how many students I have, you see this box is just filled with them. There's just like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. And between John and I, we go through a box of these tests in about 2 weeks. So we give 1 test per student a week. And so we go through all of these in 2 weeks. I mean, it's a lot of cards. I think if I had to guess, and I don't know exactly what my number is, but I think I teach about 500 kids, roughly. So it's a lot. So I'm in about my 5th week of class right now. I feel like I've fully got the schedule and the routine of the job down, which is kind of nice. Although things do, of course, start to feel monotonous. I have to teach the same lesson about 6 times for my 7th graders, so that does get kind of just boring for me. So you have to try and think of new ways to, reinvent it. But thus far, things are going really well. I feel like I'm holding a good balance between discipline and fun. I've figured out some ways to award students who are doing really well, and, there are plenty of ways to punish kids too. I actually did see a Chinese teacher the other day using like a ruler to slap the open palm of a kid. So I guess that she didn't seem to be shy because I was there, so she wasn't trying to cover it up. So I guess the school does know about it, but I'm not allowed to do that because of the program I work with. They said explicitly, you can't use that method, but for their teachers here, I guess they can. It's interesting too because, when I was thinking about teaching, you always have this idea in your head of how things are going to go, and, you figure that you're going to be more relaxed than other teachers. But I think it's analogous to having kids, You think, oh, the way my parents did it was all wrong. I'm going to be way more relaxed. But then when you actually have kids, you're way more strict than your parents ever were. So I think it's kind of like that. I really do lay down the law in my classroom for a reason. This is just a brief example of a large test. We have to do these once about every 5 weeks. The first 10 questions are just picture questions. So we say what the question and the answers are, and they write them in the box. And then we have vocabulary and structure. Then we have reading comprehension, 2 different reading comprehension exercises where they read the paragraphs and write in the answers for themselves. We have a huge listening section of about 18 questions. And then, critical listening where it's, I say a sentence and then there are 3 options and the sentences are very much alike, but they have to listen for what specific words I say. So it really does cover the broad spectrum. And as you can see here's the teacher's part too. So we have to come up with these once every 5 weeks, and it takes about 4 or 5 hours to do. So that's what we'll be doing next week. I can't remember if I filmed this or not, but a lot of restaurants have either pictures of their food or these little displays with saran wrap on them, so that you don't really need to know the language that much to be able to order something. It's pretty convenient. So it's very late on Friday night, and we're going to get hit by a typhoon tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, as you can see where the little hand is, that's where I am. This is a typhoon coming towards us, and the last picture is from 3 p.m. on Friday, so they're thinking Saturday night it's going to hit. It could be pretty bad because, as you can see, it's coming straight for me. So that's not good. So I'm going to stock up on some food and some water in case I have any problems, and just kind of play it by ear. Okay, the other two typhoons that I've experienced have been nothing compared to this one. This one seems to be hitting us pretty directly, and I'll show you a brief image of it out of my window here. And just open this up. If you can see that, like, it's really coming down, and it's coming down in all directions. Going sideways this way, some is blowing at me, and again, it's the wind that really makes these dangerous, because they turn anything that's sitting around into a kind of weapon and just hurls it at people, and traffic is impossible to govern, so this wind is really, really bad. I had to cancel some plans with some people because it was so bad. It's really not a walk in the park. So I've heard that it's a good idea to fill up your bathtub with water, so I did that. In case it's common for the water to get really dirty or for it to get completely knocked out after a really bad typhoon, and so, so it's important to have water to bathe or to cook. It's also important to have a lot of water available. So I bought an extra gallon, or no, it's like 3 gallons or something like that that's sitting up in storage just for a typhoon. A flashlight, at least a week's supply of food in case, for whatever reason you'll need it, or you really can't go out because the businesses aren't open. So it gets pretty bad at times. People just don't leave their houses. Everyone just stays in and secludes themselves. So this is what it's like. Unfortunately, this one happens to fall on a Saturday. You really want a typhoon to fall during the week so you don't have to work and everyone just hangs out and you get a day off. But, I can't complain. I only work 4 days a week, so. And this is on the other side of my building. It's really, really coming down. I can't even open this window right now because if I did, it would just spray the camera. It's just coming in all directions. It's absolutely chaotic out there, and my balcony is just getting absolutely soaked. This is the only slit of open air that's not covered by these like plastic window things on this side, and it's just pouring. I mean, it's just pouring, and the wind is just really, really bad. I mean, you can hear it and you can see it. It's really bad.